Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? This is your August 2019 energy forecast. I've got my nice little altar set up. I have kind of had to prop the camera against the table because I've just misplaced everything the past few days. I feel very disorganized. But I do feel like it's getting there. So hopefully I'm not alone now. So I'm just going to pick one of these Divine Feminine cards for you. And we will go from there. Okay, so Leo, can we see? Yep. This is Kuan Yin. This is, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. This for me is very much about that curiosity of going inwards, curiosity of self, getting to know yourself, getting to know your emotions. I feel like this is something you have definitely been avoiding, Leo, and now is the time that you cannot avoid it anymore. Now is the time for acknowledging your hardships, your challenges, and bringing about change. Okay, this is very, very important for this month. And it is recognizing your suffering. This is acknowledging that things may not have been easy for you, okay? But that doesn't mean you are any less, is what I want to say. So do bear with me while I pick you some of these beautiful cards from the Inspired deck, and we will get going. What do Leo need to know, please? Misfit. This is very appropriate for a Leo, I know. Okay. What else, please? What else do you guys need to know? Oh, you've also got endings. There's definitely something within the fire side that is going through a transformative time right now, because Aries also got about rebirth and endings. Yeah, these two came out, these three actually. I'm going to go with all of them. So we've got Flourish. I find it very interesting. You've got a bit of a colour theme occurring there. You've got your, your reds, greens, and yellow. And when it carries on, you've got emotions and wisdom. Now, what I feel very much about this, Leo, this is about acknowledging and accepting and embracing that you do not fit the box, okay? You are not there to fit everyone's mold and perception. You are not there to be a replica of what everyone thinks you should be. And this is accepting that that's actually a very beautiful thing. I feel like you're coming to an ending of a cycle where you felt like you had to fit in, where you felt like you had to tick certain boxes. I feel like you're starting to realize now that fitting in is... to quote Practical Magic, not necessarily a virtue. Being normal is not necessarily a virtue. It is beautiful to be different, and I feel like you're starting to embrace your differences rather than reject and push them away. And if you're not, then I definitely feel you're coming into the energy of doing that, which is really beautiful and so needed. That kind of reiterates what I was just saying. I definitely feel like some of you... Oops, sorry. I should have bought a glass of water. Are ending this cycle of sort of beating yourself up for being different, for not fitting the mold, and you're starting to flourish in that. Now, for most of you, I feel like it's a very small handful of you that are already feeling like you're in this process. I feel like for the rest of you, you're kind of going to be listening to me going, oh, yeah, right, like... that's never going to happen. I'm going to disagree with you, and you can, see my point later down the line. Because I do feel like this is an energy you're coming into, okay? I definitely see flourishing and a really, really beautiful energy coming into your life. So, hang in there. If you're not quite there, this energy is coming, this change is coming. I do feel like your perception on yourself is a big key to this shift occurring, okay? There are a lot of emotions right now. I feel like definitely surrounding this misfit energy and these endings, okay? I feel like it's almost like tears and emotions for a person you thought you should be or that you were, and realizing that there are changes sometimes that make us into newer versions of ourselves, and that's okay. And we can't always hang on to that exact version of ourselves that we hold in our head all the time. Your wisdom card comes up here because I feel like you have a very high intuition, but you have very much been neglecting it, Leo, and this has been to your detriment. Okay, this is definitely about needing to go within more again. This is about needing to connect, and this is realizing that your inner wisdom, your inner guidance system has so much capability, and you have so much potential to be exactly where you want to be, but you're hindering yourself right now. You're holding yourself back, and that's what's causing you problems. But you feel like it's the universe. So yeah, exactly. Jewel within a teardrop. Okay, this is about gratitude, your spiritual and emotional reconnection. Okay, when you reconnect this spiritual wisdom and yourself and your inner self that you have kind of been avoiding and hiding from, this is when you're going to really notice some, I want to say, epic, beautiful, strong, empowering changes within yourself and within your life. Okay, but you do have to you have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge and be aware of yourself, and you have to be acknowledging and aware of your spiritual gifts. Okay, I feel like you have very much been neglecting that side of yourself. And actually, that is going to be your really big key and turning point for moving your life forward. When you make that change, when you kind of reconnect to that side of yourself, everything's almost like tumbling stones. Everything's going to start locking it, into place and becoming new and showing you a new doorway. So I do feel like this is a hugely important thing for you, Leo, that you cannot neglect any longer. Okay, this is something you definitely need to put to the top of your priority list, and stop running away from, because you have been running away. Okay, and you cannot do that anymore. And funny enough, you got love and intention, and I think we all know what that is to do with, because that is definitely to do with your spiritual side, your gifts, and knowing that love connects everything. Okay, having that love, that intention, that beauty, that love for yourself, for life, for spirit, for work, for whatever it is, love connects everything. So yeah, and when you use that love and you send that love and you mix it in with your intentions, you end up at a really beautiful space. So this is definitely a key for you right now that you need to take stock of, Leo. So yeah, I feel like overall there's a lot of positivity here, but you kind of need to get out of your own head. So I hope that this has been helpful, and a nice change for your August energy forecast. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. All the details of how to book a private one-to-one reading are in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Tongue-tied. Please do subscribe before you leave and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.